go for your Christmas holiday, or for whatever you're going to go with, or for whatever Idul Fitri, or for whatever holidays that are going to be there this month of December, I want you to set your 2025 goals. I want you to sit down with a book and a pen, and I want you to write down how much money do you want to make from the business in 2025? Is it 1 million? Is it 2 million? Is it 3 million that year? How much money do you really want to make? I want you to write down what rank do you want to hit in 2025. Determine which rank what rank is that motivates you and you want to hit it. If you're still new in business, I want you to go to your upline and I want you to consult them. Ask them, what is a realistic goal for me to set in the next coming year of 2025? Let me tell you what I consider a realistic goal for somebody who is just beginning the business. Number one, set a goal to become a millionaire. Set a goal to make at least 1 million shillings within one single year. Let me ask you this question. If you had invested 1 million Kenyan shillings into the business, and listen to this, if you had invested 1 million Kenyan shillings into the business and your parents and your kids were abducted by the government, they were abducted and you were told, unless you earn 1 million Kenyan shillings back to your bank account, we won't give you back your parents and your children. They are all going to be killed. Would you earn that million Kenyan shillings in 2025? Absolutely yes, because at this point, you have a strong reason why you are doing it. So I want you to think, to imagine that. I want you to imagine that you invested all that money to the business and you're being forced by someone somewhere to earn that million Kenyan shillings back. And I can bet you this, if you have that drive inside you, if you have that desire inside you, you will earn that million back. For you to gain momentum and acceleration in 2025, your plane must fly at 100% throttle. If you want a plane to take off, you don't put 10% throttle or 90% throttle or 99% throttle. If you try to put your plane on 95% throttle, the plane will not even take off. It will just fly a little bit and come down to your ground and fall down. So you must go 100% full throttle. You must go 100% full throttle with your belief. You must go 100% full throttle with your skills. You must go 100% full throttle with your activity. You must go 100% full throttle with everything that you have that's going to lead you to becoming successful with our business and to ensure that your business has taken momentum and your life has started making things happening. So for you to start moving forward, for your plane to start taking flight, for you to start taking a flight of your life, you must go 100% full throttle. If you're still doubting that this is what you want to do, this is the decision that you've made, and this is the best decision, and you're still not yet convinced that this is a business that you want to do, let me tell you this, you're not yet on 100% full throttle. And that's the reason why you're not seeing any results. That's the reason why you're not taking any kind of flight. That's the reason why you're not going up in any way. You're still stagnating, and you'll stagnate for a very long time if you don't take 100% full throttle. So you must move at a speed of a jet. Let me tell you the good thing about taking, because one of the most despised techniques of our business and understanding of business is that people don't understand that business requires a lot of speed and a lot of urgency. Business requires a lot of speed and a lot of urgency. That's what business requires. Those people who are not urgent with business, they don't earn much with our business. You must be urgent, very, very urgent with your activities. You must teach yourself not to postpone what must be done. Let me tell you this. If you're this kind of a person who postpones the things that must be done anyway, you're not only delaying your success, but you're making those things even harder because you're thinking about them instead of just doing them straight away. You spend most of your time thinking about doing something instead of just going to do it right away. So stop postponing on the things. Just give yourself a mantra. One of the mantras that has guided my life and my time in business is that if I want to do something, if it's not going to be done now, I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do it anymore. So I always tell myself this, that the right time is now. That time is now. I don't have any much time. I don't have next year. I don't have January. I have now. And I have to do now what must be done now for me to keep moving forward. So, how do you get your life and your business in acceleration in 2025? I'm going to share with you 8 principles that are going to guide you to accelerate your life in 2025. How do you accelerate your 2025? I'm going to show you 8 basic principles that are going to guide your life, that are going to guide your business, that are going to guide you through every single thing that that you'll decide to do in 2025. Let me begin. The first thing is intentionality. It's called the law of intent. The law of intent simply says that you're going to get exactly the reason why you are doing something. Let me tell you this. If you're saving money so that you get for the rainy days, you're saving money so that if you get an emergency, you can remove the money and spend it. Let me tell you this, you'll always get emergencies because the intention of you saving money is for emergencies. So you'll always get emergencies. But if you save money for the good days, you'll always get good days. You'll always get trips. You'll always get a good car to buy, good clothes to buy, good stuff to buy, invest money in your business. You'll always get those good stuff to spend your money on because your intention for saving money was you want to save money so you can put that money into good places. You can enjoy the money. But if you save money for the rainy days, you'll always be getting rainy days. So success is never an accident, it's an outcome of intentional living. If you see somebody who has achieved massive success or somebody who has achieved something incredible that you really admire, never sit down somewhere and think that this person got lucky or it just happened by accident or they were just born and they found themselves in that situation. Yes, I don't despise the fact that some people get lucky sometimes. Yes, you can get lucky sometimes. But then most people will never get that lucky day because they never show up every single day. Maybe today was supposed to be a lucky day of getting a sign up, but because you did not show up to that presentation, to that prospect, that means that you never got your luck. Sometimes you can have lucky days, but the only day you will catch a lucky day is when you don't miss a day. So I can share with you a mantra that guided me all through my journey as a beginner in network marketing. It was wake up, dress up, and show up. I always showed up, even if I didn't have anything to do that day. Even if I didn't plan that day, I woke up, I dressed up as if I was going to make $1 million that day, and I showed up at the marketplace. And let me tell you this, over years, the compounding of that has really paid off. Even today, when I know very clearly that tomorrow I don't have much that is going on, I've not invited a guest to come to the office to take a look at the business. I've not done this. I've not done this. I will wake up very early. I will dress with my suit and my tie, and I will go to the office and sit down. And that is what is called showing up. You must wake up and be ready because success is not something that you pursue. Some people don't understand this concept. Success is not something that you really go and run after. Success is something that you attract by becoming an attractive person. You become successful because success is finding somewhere to settle. Success is like butterflies. They're looking for a beautiful garden to go into that garden. But some of you, you wake up, you dress with your slippers, and you go to the office, and you stay in your house, and you start working in your house the whole day. And you think that success is going to come to you. Success is looking for those people who are prepared and the people who have showed up in the marketplace. You wake up very well, sit down as if you're going somewhere, as if you're waiting for that success to come to you, because success will come to those people who are prepared and those people who really deserve it. So being intentional is an act of taking deliberate action towards achieving your success. You see, if you want to move in a certain direction, you want your life to move in this direction, you must be intentional about your steps. Let me ask you this. It is normal human thinking and normal understanding. You want to go to Mombasa. You can't just sit down at the stage. You go to the stage. You go to the stage where cars of Mombasa are being taken. So you go to the bus stop. These buses go to Mombasa, and you sit there without taking any action. Do you think by any miracle you'll ever find yourself in Mombasa? No. No, even if you got yourself at the airport, even if you just went at the airport, sat down where the terminal where the planes for Mombasa are leaving, and you just sit there at the terminal without doing anything, there's no way you will get to Mombasa. Some of you just began the business and you're seated down, you're waiting for you to get to your destination. It's never going to happen until you start taking deliberate actions towards your success. What are the deliberate actions? Talking to prospects, doing presentations, consulting with your upline, attending meetings, doing personal development. Those are things that are going to get you to your success, because those are the deliberate actions that must be taken every single day to keep you in movement towards the direction that you're going. And I want you to know that the movement that we take towards success is always a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a get rich sure plan. It is a marathon. It means that you have to take things step by step, step by step. It's not a 10-second race and you are done and you've made millions and that is it. No, it is a step by step. It is a journey of becoming a person. So be intentional, and being intentional will make you self-motivated. Being intentional makes you self-motivated because you are aware of the actions that you are taking. And you know, I'm doing this because I want to achieve this. And there are results that you expect. I want you to expect success because the actions that you are taking, the things that you are doing, can predict that you're going to become successful. Failure and success are both predictable. You can predict this guy will become successful and this guy will fail. There is no doubt about that. So that is the first principle. I want you to move into it. And I want you to begin 2025 with that principle. Be intentional about your life. Stop just sitting down, being a victim, having the victim mentality and waiting for things to happen. They're not going to happen if you're not going to take action. Some of you really like playing victimhood mentality. Like, this happened to me. I just invested the money. My parents are this. They are very poor. Where I come from, we didn't even have meals every day. Me, I'm not like you. I don't know how to talk. I only finished class 2, and I can't do the way you're doing. Me, I don't know. You playing victimhood. For how long will you keep playing victimhood mentality? Me, I don't have an upline. My upline is this and that. For how long? Tell me. I want you to tell me right now. How long will you keep playing victimhood mentality and leaving your life onto the hands of someone else, or onto the hands of a certain circumstance or a certain situation that happened in the past of your life? For how long? When are you going to take charge of your life and make a decision that if it is going to happen, I am going to make it happen? If I'm going to fail, I'm going to be the person behind the failure, not anybody else, not the government, not the weather, not my upline, not the product, not the company, not anything but me. One thing that you can practice, let me share with you a secret. Always blame yourself. Always say it did not happen because I didn't make it happen. The moment you start blaming someone else for something that you did not do, or for you start expecting results for something that you did not do, or you're blaming someone else for a result that you did not achieve that you actually expected to achieve, that shows that you have given them the power to control over your life. But the moment you take charge, the moment you always blame yourself for anything that happens, you have that power. Because now you know that if it was supposed to happen, I was supposed to make it happen. So be intentional about your life. So put that as number 1 point. Be intentional. Number 2 is discipline. If there's one of the secrets that I could ever share with a person, it's called discipline. And the reason why it is so easy that and most people don't follow through discipline is because it is very hard. It is very, very, very hard to stay disciplined. It is very, very hard to stop yourself from comfort, from entertainment, from things that just make you entertained and happy. Because I can tell you this, the journey to your success, or the journey to achieving something incredible in your life, is not going to be an easy journey. I can tell you that for sure. It's not going to be a pleasant one. It's not going to be one that is full with flowers and roses. It's not a road of roses. Success is not a road of it's not a bed of roses. Success is a road of thorns and broken glasses. That's how, and you have to stay disciplined to discipline yourself, discipline your disappointment, discipline your frustrations. So discipline is simply the ability. So you see, the ability to discipline yourself to delay gratification in the short term in order to enjoy greater rewards in the long term is the indispensable prerequisite for winning. For you to stop yourself from the things that are sweet right now, for what you believe is good in the future, for what you believe has a greater value in the future, is called discipline. You know, you can go to sleep right now. You know, you can just go and watch a movie or just sleep on your bed and attend a meeting when you're on your bed and don't take any notes. You know, you can do that. But then you make a decision that I want to sacrifice this comfort. I want to sacrifice being in a cozy, in a very cozy couch, very warm place, and I want to be serious with what I want to do. That is what is called discipline. Discipline can also be defined. Discipline can also be defined the ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. If you can control your feelings and overcome your weaknesses, we define you as a self-disciplined person. Self-discipline is also the ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite the temptations to abandon it. You know that my head is telling me right now what is right to do is this. The right thing to do that will lead me to where I want to be is to wake up in the morning, do 1, 2, 3, do 4, prospect 10 people, collect 20 contacts, do 5 presentations, go attend this meeting, go to this place, do this, do this, do that, do that, do that, do that. You know that's exactly. But then your body tells you, why are you doing all that? You just go sleep, you rest, you go drink, you go. Your friends are outside to a party. Why don't you join them? That is what is called discipline. I was listening to Muhammad Ali's interview, and Muhammad Ali was one of the greatest boxers ever lived in the world. And he was being asked, Muhammad Ali, what is the hardest part of your training? And he said, the hardest part of my training is not lifting the weights, is not even sparring with my friends. The hardest part of my training is ensuring that I'm in my bed by 9 o'clock, by 9 p.m. by myself every night, is to ensure that every weekend I'm resting instead of partying by dodging the parties, dodging the nightclubs, dodging the girls, dodging the women. That's what he said. He said dodging all these things is the hardest part of my training. So staying disciplined for the things that look shiny at the moment, so you can achieve something that has a greater value, is called a discipline. Somebody once said that the future is very expensive, and only those who are carriers of discipline will ever inherit the future. Kipchoge, I want you to take some notes from Eliud Kipchoge's. Um, is one of the best marathoners in the world today, and he has broken a few records. He's a guy who ran 42 kilometers or a marathon under 2 hours. You guys remember that time in 2021, I think, around August. So I want you to listen to what he advises. So take important notes. I want you to take important for everything is going to share very, very important nuggets in this video. So I want you to take keen. So my host is going to tell me if if you're going to hear it. I want you to go in the chat box and tell me it is audible. Okay. I'm hoping you guys can hear. Can you hear it? If you can hear it, go to the chat box. Oh, it is very audible. So he has shared already the points that I wanted to put across, but I'm going to replay it again. He has said number one is self-discipline. Number two is be well prepared. You understand? Okay. So I want somebody to put down for me those points in the chat box. Guys, those are 5 important points. Self-discipline, be well prepared, be well organized, okay? Learn to think positive and work with people. Working with people. Those are 5 important points that are so important in every part of success. Number 1, remember, self-discipline. Number 2, be well prepared. Number 3, be well organized. Number 4, think positive. Number 5, learn to work with people. Let's continue. Simple. Only the disciplined ones are free in life. The undisciplined ones, are slaves to their moods and their passions. So my question to you today is this: are you a slave to your moods and your passions? Perfect. The third thing is determination. The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in the person's determination. The only sin you will commit this year, 2025, is to quit on yourself and your dreams. Let every encounter, um, let every encounter in your journey become a motivation. Let every encounter become a motivation. Doesn't matter if it's a positive encounter, if it's a negative encounter, if it's an encouraging one, or it's a discouraging encounter. Let every encounter that you find on your way be a motivation. Be a motivation to keep you moving forward. Because even the word itself, impossible, says, I am possible. So the only sin that you will commit is to quit on yourself and quitting on your dreams. Never quit. Because quitting simply gives you a guarantee that you're never going to see it happen. And most people quit when they are very, very near their breakthrough. I've given this example so many times. Some of my uplines quit the business. They quit the business. Today, they would be multi-millionaires. They would be paid millions, but they quit simply because there's a small challenge that came in between, and they were very close to their breakthrough. So don't quit. You don't know when your breakthrough is coming. So stop quitting on yourself, because let me tell you this, when you become a person who has a habit of quitting, it becomes a habit. It becomes like a disease which never runs away from you. If you quit here, you'll realize one thing, that you will always quit on things. I realized that even our upbringing, venye tumelelewa, it has really facilitated to our habits of quitting. If you're this kind of a person where you're raised in a family where if you are given food and you just ate little and you said, I'm done, I can't finish, and they allowed you not to finish the food, that is how your life has always been. You have always started things that you never even finished. And it's your chance right now to learn to finish the things that you started. Not to stop because you're tired, but to stop because you're done. Because if you quit today, I want you to know that you'll always quit on everything. People who quit on business, they tend to quit on their marriage. They tend to quit on this other one. They tend to quit on their kids. They tend to quit on their dreams. They tend to quit on everything they tend to quit. They even tend to quit on their fitness journey. They even tend to quit on their family. Because quitting is embedded down in their subconscious, embedded down in their habit. And they can't just stop quitting because they always, they don't finish everything that they start, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So be determined. Commit yourself to making things happen. Let every encounter in your journey become a motivation to keep moving forward. Let me give you the piano story. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this story before, but then there was one day, there was this pianist, this guy who never learned piano anyway. But there was a very big audience who were waiting on him to go and play piano. So he prepared himself, wore very nice clothes, and he went on stage and he started pressing the keys of a piano just randomly. And the crowd started booing on him. Hey, you don't know anything, you move out. You understand? And then he went backstage. In the backstage, there was another guy who was bringing his performance, a very good pianist. And he asked, this guy, what happened in there? Why were you booed? And he said, it is the piano. You see, the piano head, that piano is not even a good piano. That piano is just producing noise. If I had a better piano, I would have done better. But this guy went on stage, he started playing the keys of the piano, and everybody stood up giving him a standing ovation. Everybody was very happy because this guy came playing the piano when he's prepared and he learned how to play the piano. But this other guy was complaining about the piano and how bad the piano was and how bad the keys were producing noise, simply because he was not an expert. Some of you came into the business. You found other people who are successful. Maybe you began with other people the same day you began, the other people who began as you. You saw them beginning the same day as you, but them are getting results, but you are not. because you're simply complaining about the piano. You're simply complaining about prospects. Oh, this prospect is negative. This prospect is giving me a lot of rejection. This business is hard. This product is hard. Prospecting on TikTok and the same thing. Another person is doing the same thing and is getting results simply because that person is prepared. That person is prepared majorly. That person is prepared mentally. He has changed everything. And when you change you, when you concentrate in changing you, not even the piano will seem to have bad keys. The reason why you can see the piano with very, very bad keys and producing a lot of noise is because you're not prepared mentally. It's because your mindset and your belief is actually broken. So I want you to get prepared. I want you to be the person who is going to contribute to the music of your story, to the music of your life, to the tone of your life. Learn how to play piano before you go on stage to put up your show. Understand? Before you start complaining how bad the piano is, first learn how to play the keys of a piano. Okay? Perfect. Now, that does not mean, being disciplined does not mean that you are 100% every day. No one can become 100% every day, and that is very okay. Maybe your goal was to collect 20 contacts today, but you only did 15, which is okay. Maybe your goal was to collect 15 contacts today, but you only did 12. That is okay. Sometimes I got tired and even slept in the office. This picture was taken in 2019. I was very tired. I was very tired. I had my contact book. I was prospecting these contacts, and you can see I'm holding it with my phone. And there was a training that was going on. I even took out my coat so I don't sleep. But I went to a corner and decided to take a nap. And one of the trainers took a picture of me and sent me tell me you are sleeping in the whole session of the training. And I said, it's part of life. But you know what? I still became the top 10 highest paid person. I'm still the top 10 highest paid person in the company. I still emerged one of the top highest. So that doesn't mean that you'll be right all the time, because some of you give up because of that one day that you did not get things right. You are a work in progress. You are a work in progress. You're still learning things. So even if you wanted to be so disciplined today, you wanted to wake up very early today at 4 a.m. and you did 5 a.m., thank God that you're able to do 5 a.m. Tomorrow, at least do 4:45. Maybe you wanted to wake up at exactly 6 a.m. and you're able to do 6:30. Tomorrow, at least do 6:15. The other day, do 6. The other day, do 4:45. It means that you are improving. The worst thing you can ever do is to remain the same person you were yesterday. To remain the same person you were in 2024 and you still take that person in 2025, that is the biggest mistake you can make. I compare that mistake with suicide, because most people die when they were 30, but they'd wait until 60 or 70 to get buried. Okay? Always try for excellence. Don't believe in luck. Always push yourself to become better. Nobody's coming to push you. Nobody's coming to do that for you. You're the one to push yourself. You're the one to tell yourself, I am so mad at myself that I'm not becoming excellent every day, that my income target I'm not getting there, and I want to push myself to do better today. I want to push myself to accomplish this job today. I want to push myself to do 2 presentations today. I want to push myself to do this amount of work today, because you're simply striving for excellence every day. The next thing is believe. The secret of having it all is believing that you already do. Believe in the system, believe in your leaders, and believe in yourself. If somebody would ask me, what is it that I would have done better if I was to begin again? I tell them I would believe much bigger, much sooner. The reason why people don't achieve much bigger when they begin is because they don't believe that they can do it. They don't believe in achieving much bigger, much sooner. I tell most people that a normal person in our business should make their first million within their first year in network marketing when they're doing the business on a part-time basis. They should make at least 1,000,000 shillings, because a business has an ability to earn you 100,000 Kenyan shillings every single month. So you can hit 1,000,000 within your first year in business. But most people don't get there because they don't believe it can be done. They don't believe much bigger. They don't believe much sooner. They doubt themselves. They spend most of their time doubting the business. They spend most of their time doubting their leaders, doubting the system, doubting. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. The next thing I want you to concentrate with is focus. The secret of change is focusing all your energy and not fighting the old, but in building the new. For you to be able to focus, you must starve your distraction. What is it that keeps you off your grind? What is it that keeps you off from doing what you actually want to do? What is it that sways you? You need to put on your blinders. You see, when a horse is running, they have something they put on the eyes of a horse. So the horse does not see all the other horses running and the audience. So the horse can only focus on the finish line. Stop being distracted by all these cheap things, by the noise of the government, by the noise of the news, by the noise of these people who are doing what and what and what. By the media is distracting you every single time, and focus in what you actually want to accomplish. Starve your distraction, kill your distraction, and feed your focus every day. Here's some of the common distractions that most people have. Entertainment, relationships are big distractions. They are very big distractions to our business. I'm not saying husband-wife relationship, but it can also be a distraction. Ensure that the relationships that you have are directing you towards your goal and towards your purpose. If a relationship is keeping you off from your goal, your purpose, and from the dreams that you want to achieve, then that relationship is a distraction. Relationship with your friends. Some of you have friends who have nothing to do with your business. All what they do, they call you on a Friday evening telling you about how fun that party is going to be. And they move you out of the house, they move you out of your focus because they are a distraction to you. Your old team is also a distraction. Money is also a big distraction. Some people they can't just have money sitting somewhere without having the urge to use it. When they have money, that's when they know the new restaurants. That's when they discover the new movie places. That's when they discover the new places to go have a shopping spree. When you're focusing in building your business, all what you're doing is making money, making and stacking that cash, but not finding time to use them. Also using money is a big distraction. Updates and news. Some of you want to follow Khalif Cairo's story. You want to follow Siju whose story, how it went, who he's dating. And you like gossiping a lot. And that is a very big cause of your distractions. You spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of your time with your friends chatting about other people, chatting about this team, chatting about, I don't know who did this to who did this to who, which movies. All these are distractions that are putting you away from the main thing that you actually want to do. And unless you starve those distractions, you're never going to focus on one thing. And where your energy flows, where your focus goes, energy flows. You focus on entertainment, energy flows on entertainment. If you focus on relationship, energy flows on relationship. If you focus on your old team, energy flows on your old team. Focus on money, energy flows there. Focus on updates and news, energy flows in there. And energy is going to produce results. Now, the next thing is dreaming big. The difference between the rich and the average is the size of their dreams. Dream so big that your dreams scare you, that your dreams take the breath out of you. You have to dream big, ladies and gentlemen. You have to dream so big. Dream so big that your dream takes your breath away. The difference between people who achieve much and people who don't is the size of their dreams. Never allow any limits to how much you can dream. The only limit that you have is the one that you set for yourself or the ones that you permit others to set them there for you. Oh, my upline drives a Mazda. Now my dream is going to be that one. And you set that limitation while you and your upline don't have the same potential. You know that for sure. You know that you have a bigger potential. You know that you can explore more out of your life, drive a Rolls Royce, drive a Bentley, drive a jet. You know that you can do that exactly. I have people in my team who are doing better than their upline, and I can see it. Why? Because they allowed themselves to dream even bigger. I have people who qualified for the Cape Town trip, for the South African trip, and the uplines did not. Because they did not allow the uplines to set any limitations for them, but they decided they are going to go for it. The same thing you can do for your life, and nobody's going to stop you. Not even the compensation plan, not even the company, not even anybody can stop you from going what that you actually want. The hardest question that most people don't answer the entire of your life, the question is, what is it that I want? Most people can't answer the question of what they want out of life. If you ask somebody, what is it that you want out of life? Most people can't answer that question. What is it that you want out of life? What is it that you want to accomplish before you are 6 feet under? What is it that you want to achieve? What are the desires of your life? That question, most people live their life without ever answering that question, even at one point of their life. And it's so disgusting. It is so frustrating that most people live just their life to get by, to eat, to have a roof under their head, to have clothes on their skin, and that is it. That is it about their life. They never even dream of anything, of even enjoying their life in any way. They never dream of moving out of their hometown. They never dream of owning anything in this entire world. They just want to eat, have a roof of their head, and have some clothes on their skin, and that is all about their life because they never dream of anything. Don't be a God's waste project. Where God is right now is looking at you, and He wants you to maximize the potential of the life that He has given you. He doesn't want you to use your life just to get by. He wants you to be of help. He wants you to impact other people's lives. He wants you to do better. He wants you to make good use of it. He wants you to try. He wants you to drive the best cars. He wants you to do something with your life. So dream big. There's nothing that is much. There's nothing that is big that cannot be achieved. Even the Bible itself says, if you tell a mountain to move from where it is and go to and be cast on the seas, and you believe that in your heart, it will actually happen. That's what the Bible says. If you ask a mountain to move where it is and the mountain to be cast on the seas, doesn't matter. And if you have faith in your heart, that mountain will actually move. The next thing is compassion. Compassion is to look beyond your own pain, to see the pain of other people. We are in a people's business. We are building people, and people build our business. So you must be compassionate enough. You must be able to think, to put yourself in the shoes of other people. Just because you're making some 20K, some 50K, don't forget the people who you recommended, the people who you recruited in your business yesterday, who is trying to make that 20K. Just because you've started making 100K or you've made a million or you've made 500,000, don't forget that new person in the team who wants to make that a million just like you. Be compassionate and caring about other people's dreams as much as you care about yours, caring about the dreams of the people in your organization, people in your team, as much as you care about your team. That's what is going to get you forward in network marketing. Because one of the ways that you get to succeed in network marketing is a one simple way: making the dreams of other people bigger than your own. Thinking about other people's dreams. Contribution plays a very huge role in our business. So you have to contribute directly or indirectly in other people's dreams. So be compassionate enough. Be compassionate enough. The next thing is commit your business to God. Number eight principle: commit your business to God. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 to 7. It says, all these blessings will come upon you and overtake you because you keep listening to the voice of Jehovah your God. Let me share something with all of you. I've never shared this with someone before who is in business with me, but let me tell you this. Some of us survive because of God's favor. One of my biggest fear in this world is to lose God's favor. I don't want to lose God's favor because I know somebody somewhere out there is doing the exact thing that I'm doing. He's prospecting just like me. He's trading just like me. He's even smarter than me, but he has not been blessed like me. Because I pray to Jehovah and I keep listening to his voice. I ask for his guidance. I ask him to show me the greener pastures. I ask him to guide me. I ask him to open the minds of the people who I talk to every day. I ask him for revelation every single day. I do what pleases him to ensure that I stay on track and I don't lose his favor. I ask for his mercies every single morning when I wake up. Because I know there are people out there who are working hard. They're doing, they're even spending more hours in business, more than me, but they don't have the blessings that I have. It's because I've committed this business to the living God. I know there are battles out there that I cannot fight myself. I know there are people out there who don't sleep at night, moving from one witchcraft to another, to another, to another. But God protects me from all that. He does from all that. I know there are people who pray, why can't this boy just die tomorrow? Why can't he just get a very bad disease and go away? That's what their prayer is. But I ask God to keep me away from all those things, so I can keep fulfilling his purpose. So I can keep his name glorified every single day by what I'm doing and by the success and by the blessings that he keeps pouring onto my life every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of the secrets that we have as a team is that we are believers of faith. We are people of faith, and we believe that the blessings we get, we don't get them because we are any different. I've seen God through my business, through the time I began, through the whole of this year, because I kept praying on him every single. Well, before the year began, I remember last year, December, I didn't go anywhere. When everybody was celebrating, this is a mantra to me. I don't really get hyped up with a lot of, unsensible things during December holidays or during the Christmas Eves. I don't get hyped up. I take this time and I go thank God for what he has done unto my life. The eve of Christmas, I'm always somewhere where I can talk to him, where I can thank him for all he has been through, and I can write my dreams, take my dreams to the altar and tell God, this is what I want you to bless me with. I don't want you to bring them to my house, but I want you to show me what to do, because I am willing to do what you will tell me. If you tell me to prospect 50 people, I will do it. If you tell me to present to 1,000 people, if you tell me to move to a new city and start building that city there, that business there, I will do it. Just show me what to do. Because nobody else can show you, nobody else can tell you. All of us are guessing. But if you're with God, it's never a guesswork. You never guess what to do. You know exactly what you need to do. So one of the biggest favors that you can do for yourself, even before the year 2025 begins, commit your business, commit your life to God. Doesn't matter what name you give to God in your language or in where you come from or in your religion. Either it's Allah, either it's Nyasai, it's Enkai, it's Murungu, it's Mwenenyaga. Doesn't matter what you say. Go pray to Mwenenyaga, go pray to Enkai, go pray to Nyasai, go pray to Gai, go pray to whatever you call God in your language. Go tell him, I want you to protect me, guide me, and these are the dreams. This is what I want to achieve. And when I do this, all glory will come to you. I want you to glorify yourself with my name. I want you to make me your altar. I want other people to see that you exist through me. That's what I want you to do. Because the battles you're fighting are not physical ones. Entrepreneurship is a spiritual thing. Being an entrepreneur is a calling. Because you could have gone and got a job kwa hoteli na ukuwe waiter, and that will be your life. You could have gone and get a job maybe at the airport and you sweep the airport the entire of your life, but you dedicated yourself to go out there and help people who needs your assistance. Okay? So that's a big secret. Always affirm yourself that you are enough. Stop thinking yourself as if you're a weak person. You're not weak. Remind yourself that if this business was easy, if getting success was an easy thing, everybody would be having it. If joining the business and prospecting day, if it was an easy thing, everybody would be doing it every single day. Everybody would be. But the fact that you are here, you're the one who is doing it, it shows that you are different. It shows that you're not like everybody. It shows that you have something that all the other people out there did not see. When you came for the presentation, you're not the only person who was shown the business. You're not the only one. More than 20 people were shown the business. More than 1 million people were shown the business that day that you were shown. But why you? Why did God open your mind for you to see something? Why did you see that thing that you saw that day when you joined? One of the things that I prayed to God before I began, when I was shown the business back in 2019, is that if God, you give me money to start, I will know it was you. I will know you wanted me to do this, and I will not stop it until I fulfill what I wanted to fulfill in my life. But if you don't want me to be there, please don't give me money to start. And guess what? I got the money and I started. And here I am with over 250 of you in a meeting. I'm here saying that he was the one from the first day till today. So I'm different. You are different too. You're not just like anybody. You can stand out. And so when you're walking, I want you to know that you represent 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 50,000 people who are out there. By you showing someone that presentation today, that person will be the door to the blessings of other people. I was recently, last week, but one, we were in Cape Town, South Africa. More than 11 people in my team qualified for the South African trip. 11 people. 11. We went 18 people, the whole of BSC, but 11 people were from my team. And one day I was seated somewhere where I could see them. And I looked at all of them. And I asked myself, what if I said no to the business? What if I never did anything when I was shown this opportunity? Would these 11 people ever see Table Mountains? Will they ever see what is called a Table Mountain in Cape Town? Would they have ever seen? And I knew that whatever I'm doing is not just a business that makes me money, that makes me live. No, it is beyond that. It is beyond what meets the eye. How many lives will they impact? How many lives will they? I see some screenshots. I don't know. Naomi Kimanzi has made this amount of money. I don't know. This other guy is hitting 200,000. I'm like, yes. They could never have seen this kind of money if I didn't say yes. If I didn't show the upline, if I didn't sit Saitabao down 3 years ago and tell him, Saitabao, come, you will become a millionaire. This left, right foot. If I didn't sit him to show him the plan, most of you here in this meeting will not even know if this business exists. And you are seated down there with a list of prospects on your phone and you don't want to show them the business. And you think God is happy with you. Hmm? One of the reasons why some of you keep suffering from one job to another, from one thing to another, is because you keep passing opportunities, you keep rejecting what you have been called to do. You have an opportunity in your hands, a very huge opportunity in your hands, and you know this opportunity is needed out there by people. Instead of you going out there to give blessings to all these people, you play around with it. You will be punished. You will be punished. So go and do better. Pray for wisdom. You can't just wake up today and you're wise. Even Solomon had to pray for wisdom because he was in a position of leadership. You too, pray for wisdom to know what to do, to know what decisions to make as a leader. And I'm 100% sure if you begin with that attitude, if you make a decision to go with that attitude, and you put yourself into a place where you will either succeed or succeed, I can tell you this, 2025 will be your year of breakthrough. It will be. But it won't be if you don't make it. It won't be if you don't make it. Success is a puzzle with so many ingredients that are needed. And you have to figure out all the ingredients for you to put them together and complete the puzzle. And every time you get new knowledge, you invest most of your time, you keep trying, you keep filling in the puzzle. You keep filling in the puzzle. But then a human being is a complete project. You are a complete ecosystem. You are a God. You can create. And if you're a God and you can create, you have all the power that you need to create. So God doesn't need to come and do it for you. Jesus won't come and prospect for you. Jesus would come and go to meetings for you on your behalf. You have to do that. All what he can do, he can give you revelation. He can guide, he can fight the wars that you can't fight. But then you have to do, you have to move from where you are and start taking action. Start taking action. Start taking action. Stop sitting down and waiting. Who are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Some of you are waiting for the right time. Some of you are waiting for the right skills, waiting for the right upline. What are you waiting for? Stop thinking and start doing. It is as simple as that. And as you start doing, the resources, the people, the things, the everything that you want, itakupata mbele. But you already have everything that you need to begin. You have everything that you need to begin. One of the things that I learned as a young kid, and I really thank my mom for teaching me this. My mom taught me to survive with what was there. Like, if I didn't have an iPhone, I had a Techno or a Mulika Mwizi or the one that with button, I would still prospect the same way I would prospect with an iPhone. I would still find a way, how can I use this button to make those calls and invite people to the office? I didn't wait until when I had an iPhone or when I had a smartphone for me to start prospecting. I joined with a Nokia 1110, but I still used it. If I get 1 meal a day, I will use that 1 meal a day to get the best out of that day. If I get 4 prospects, I will make use of those 4 prospects in a day. I will learn to use whatever resources I have to get more resources. Because if God gives you this and you're grateful for this, he adds you another one because he knows that I gave you this, you could use this, and you could make this important. I will add you another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Because if God knows he can give you one downline and you can impact that downline, you can pour yourself into that downline, he'll give you 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and he'll trust you with more. Listen to me, guys. Everything that we are blessed with, we are just trustees. God has trusted us with cars. He has trusted us with power. He has trusted us with money. He has trusted us with leadership. He has trusted us with a lot of things because he knows that we cannot misuse them. Because he already gave us very small and he saw how we used the small. He saw the things that we did with the small. And so he added us the second one. And he gave us one downline and he saw what we did with this one person. And he gave us 2 and 3 and 4 and 500 and 6,000. And the team blew up because we are trustees. What are you a trustee of? What can God trust you with? If whatever he has given you right now, you can't make good use of. He's blessed you with a job, maybe. How good can you use that job? Are you using the job to become better? Or are you just showing up because your boss said you should show up? It's not about what am I getting here? It's about who am I becoming? At the end of the day, who will I be? That is the main question. That is what you should answer every time that you show up. So, ladies and gentlemen, December is not time. It's just like any other month. Just like there was May, there was June, and there was July. Let me ask you this question. What is going to change on 31st of December at night? Nothing. We will just swipe the calendar. That day will end just like other days have been ending. Do you think the sun will rise from north on 25th of December and set in the south? It will rise in the east and set in the west, just like it has always been. Just like it has always been. Some of you, your moods have already gone off. And this is the most wasted period, the most wasted time in the entire of the world is a Christmas holiday. Is December. That is the most wasted month. It's the most wasted. This is where we usually take advantage and win the year above everyone else. All the people who are around me can tell you, I don't switch off in December. Never, not even one time have I ever switched off. There's no time that I go to Ushago. I go to Ushago on February and March and April. That's where you'll find me probably visiting cows. But December, because as you are sleeping in December, you as you go to sleep, I'll be busy working. The same way you have switched off right now, that same way I'm busy because I know my prospects have saved money from January to December and they're ready to spend it. And I'll be here to give them an opportunity where they can spend their 42,000. And it'll show them some people want to start a business in January. Who is giving them a business? Me. Absolutely me. Some people want to quit their job this December and they're saying that January they want to start a new life. I will show them the new life. I'll show them the better way, which is network marketing, and I'll be here to show them. And I'm ready because I'm putting my business in front of their eyes. So whatever you'll sacrifice, do it. 25th, I'll be on the rooftop of some place, and I'll be firing the fireworks. But during the day, I'll be very busy. 26th, I'll do the boxing just like you. But I will not switch off. On 31st, I'll be firing the fireworks, but I will not switch off. And because I know the only thing that will change on 31st, it is swiping the calendar. We'll swipe the calendar from 2024 to 20, and we'll pick another calendar. And the sun will rise from the east and will set in the west, just like it has always been. My wish for you is that you become a professional. My wish for you is that you get the revelation and the wisdom to become and grow to become a better person. Because that's all that all of us are meant to be. We are meant to change. We are supposed to change. We are not supposed to stay the same place like trees. We are supposed to keep moving forward. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored and privileged to be the one to mentor you today. I'm hoping I'll see you in our next coming mentorship. I'm hoping that you will go consult with your upline